You know, that intent, that stride, that swagger with Virat Kohli will tell you all about how he's feeling at this point of time. That strike rate of 100, and those cover drives, those straight down the ground. Look at the shot he played to get to his 50. That tells you a story around Virat Kohli. So on one side of the par, it was the story around Rohit Sharma. Could Lords be his last? And then on the other side, it was all about Virat Kohli. What touch, the kind of authority he holds when he comes down to the ground and hitting one of the finest bowlers of this English team out of the park. That's what Virat Kohli's yesterday's innings was all about. We all, here and there about when we were talking about his innings in Birmingham, that one pull kind of a shot towards the fine leg boundary, and we said to all our friends, everyone around us, that wait for Virat Kohli. And then when he arrives here, it took him a little time when he was coming from the dressing room. It was a long walk here, but when he took that guard, it was a little different kind of stance. If you compare it with the Birmingham one, it was a little open one. And then the way he started, in that particular innings, with every shot, I don't think there was any shot in those back foot areas. It was everything down the ground. It was everything either somewhere, over square leg or something, either straight or towards the cover. What I want to tell you is that at this point of time also, the kind of authority he has around this Indian cricket team tells you a story. A wicket of his, and you look at this Indian cricket team, that how things went from bad to worst as far as the batting is concerned. And that's why we always say this, him and around him the batters, when they play, it gives you a completely different kind of picture. Now for me, it was not a surprise, because from the very first day when I saw Virat batting, it was all about the kind of aggression he was showing in the nets, and he replicated the same in the match also. I also said this, that against pacers he was struggling a little bit, because the quality of Jasprit, Bumrah, you cannot match that with any other bowler. But the way he scored against pacers, the way he scored against spinners, and that tells you from the very first ball only. Because from the very first ball, it wasn't like that first 10 balls, no run. First 15 balls, 6 runs. No, that wasn't the case with Virat Kohli. On one end, it was Rohit Sharma, and we all were thinking that, he was playing on a different strip, and there is Virat Kohli was looking really good on that particular wicket. And similar with Shreyas Iyer also. Shreyas Iyer also played a gem of innings. But the Virat Kohli innings is giving you a complete kind of story, because I was there in Sydney also. He scored a match-winning half-century, not out. And after that Vijay Hazare innings, in between there was a South Africa, that 100 in Raipur with Ruturaj Gaikwad, where both of them told you a story around how you build an innings around ODI. I think yesterday in our 5 p.m. show, or day before yesterday, we talked about this in detail, that how in this era, only few players who understand ODI cricket and the pace of ODI cricket, that how you can score runs. And that again, around Shubman Gill and around Virat Kohli, you again that kind of confidence that these two batters can still tell you that how you can pace an ODI innings. So from the very first day on that practice session, we were very sure that it will be the style of Virat Kohli to go aggressive. But yeah, the struggle against pace in the nets and the kind of ease he found during this particular innings in Cardiff is completely telling you a different story. So watch out for Virat Kohli when it comes down to, playing the Lord's game, and then obviously the upcoming fixtures, because he has completely changed his game. We have seen a glimpse of that, a detailed glimpse of that in IPL also. If you look at the strike rate point of the strike rate point, you'll find that Virat Kohli's strike rate in IPL this season was the best season as far as strike rate is concerned. So he is evolving, he's getting better. When everyone is calling him the best in this generation, he's still evolving, he's still learning, he's still coming out with new ideas. And whenever we think, yaar, isse aage kya dikhayega aur hame, he comes to the ground and tell us that this is the new Virat Kohli you need to adore. So what an innings, and hoping for the best as far as Virat Kohli Lords is concerned. If memory serves me right, he doesn't have 100 in Lords. and that is something I don't think he want to carry with as far as the batter Sachin Tendulkar is concerned. A lot of batters, you see Sachin Tendulkar, he doesn't have 100 in Lords. Ajit Agarkar have 100 in Lords, if I'm not wrong. But I'm not comparing both of them. Just a kind of anecdote. I want Virat Kohli to score 100 there, and it will be something to watch out for in that particular last ODI. So yes. With Rohit Sharma, the runs are not coming, and it is getting popular now in social media. The Lord's game, his last game, all the wrong reasons are there, but this man can give you the right reason to watch that Lord's innings. Thank you so much for watching us.